Ding, 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 ding. All right. Hey, how is everybody doing? I hope you all are doing as fine as I am. Oh wait. All right, look, I'm in a mood today, so you guys are gonna get something. I don't know what you're gonna get. Okay. Let me apologize right now for whatever may come. I'm gonna put MacBook under this one so that this one doesn't overheat. Because you guys know when it overheats, the internet starts acting crazy. So let us pray. Let us pray. Okay. All right. So here we go. Okay. There was, okay. So listen, look, I want to talk to you guys. Okay. I want to talk a little bit because there's some situations, right? You guys know that my job entails a couple of things, right? I have clients that a lot of you peoples, you okay, listen. Even crazy people need an attorney. Okay? Even crazies need an attorney and need legal counsel every now and again. So, this week has been a week of new clients because let me tell you guys something. In my field, in the legal field, there are hot seasons. And I tell you why. There are hot seasons for divorce and there are hot seasons for personal injury, like car crashes and so on. Now, here it is. The hot season for divorces is typically November, December, and January. That is a hot season for divorce. I believe because number one, people are irritated with one another around holiday season. You know what I mean? And a lot of people have a lot of fights around the holiday season. So then they end up wanting to divorce around November, December time. In January, because I think taxes, I don't know if it has anything to do with taxes or it could be that January they waited until after the holidays are finished and then they're like, all right, I'm gonna divorce you. Now that we got all of our happy New Year's done, now I can serve you divorce papers. And then there's personal injury time in the form of car accident. Car accident season is about now. And I don't know why. I really don't know why. I think it is because with the sunlight coming, the weather is starting to warm up. People start driving like freaking imbeciles. People start, they're just happy that the sun is out. The warm weather is starting to come, and people just forget how to freaking drive. So now is car accident season. Okay. Now we have many types of people when it comes to car accidents. We have people who they know it's their fault, but yet they still want to sue the other person. And then you have those people who are just these poor, unfortunate souls who just don't know how to effing drive. Yes, women, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, Aaron. I'm joking, Aaron. I don't know if you know how to drive or not, but you are a woman, so then there's that. But man, there's just these people that don't know how to drive. And I'm like, don't look at me. No, guys. First of all, what you won't do is accuse me of being a bad driver because I'm supposedly a woman. Don't assume my gender. You guys don't know if I have balls. I could. You don't know. So this is the season that we're in. 'Tis the season to get sued. Fa la 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 la. As long as we're not suing effing Jews. Fa la 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 la. Come now, oh gay. Okay, I'll stop there. I'll just. But anyway, how is everyone doing? I hope you all are doing good. I'm looking at you guys. Hi, Abe. Hi, American Patriot. Hello, Aaron, girl. You know I love you, but I hate you at the same time because I hate women. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? But yes, Aaron, I hate you too. And hi, Zelich. Hi, old Joe. You're a terrible driver. I can tell. Hey. It won't be because I'm a woman. Because you don't know if I am a woman. You don't know. You have no idea. So I'm here as a dude. Hey. Hello, Abe. Says you are a bad driver. Listen. I don't need this from you guys. The car was supposedly to put the car was not going to blow up. I am going to blow up, not the car. The car did nothing wrong. I would never blow up the beautiful Range Rover. You guys know I care about the car more than I care about myself. Aaron. Frenemies for life, bitch. Yeah. I love it. And you know what it is, Aaron? You know how women, how we can like hate each other and still be like, "Oh, how's it going?" Oh, that's me and Aaron. Or like, hi, how's it going?" "Oh, how are the children?" "Oh, okay." "Oh, I like your dress." "Oh, did you get a haircut?" "Oh, it's very nice." "No, I won't do it for myself, but it looks good on you." This is women. That is women, guys. That's women. Now, speaking of women, I have been having a blast on the Lapeef Network. In case you guys don't know, I've been having a blast. And women on the Lapeef Network have a lot to say to me, and I have some things to say to them. Now, I want to share with you guys something. Watch. As we were there, we were having this conversation, yeah? We were talking about Trump. We were talking about Trump, and they were saying, like, I can't believe we let somebody who said to grab him by the pussy to be president and blah, blah, blah. Of course, I corrected her, as I should. I said he didn't say grab him by the pussy. He said that women are so desperate for money and attention that when they see a celebrity, they will literally let you grab them by the pussy, which is true. Always said was that Trump said the truth, the whole truth, so help him God. And the women went nuts. The next thing that I said, now here's a conversation that I want to have with you guys. You guys being my Pride members. Listen, I said these women were talking and they were saying, "Oh, my man, if we're both working, oh, he better help out with the housework. He better help out with the chores. I am no." And so I said this out loud. And I think I'm going to share with you guys the clip. You guys might like to see this. But I said this. I said, "Why are you women asking men to clean your homes? That is your job." The women went nuts. They all started screaming at one time. They were like, oh, I'm not a maid. I don't. Oh. Now listen, all I'm saying is women are confused about what they are. That's all I'm saying. Listen, I don't think it's any coincidence that a woman's hands are the perfect size to hold a mop. I don't think that that's a coincidence. I don't think that mops are just perfect size to be in the hands of a woman. They just are. And it's not my fault that vacuum handles are perfect size for a woman's hand. It's made for us. There are certain things that are made for ladies, and the house is yours. You need to clean the house accordingly. And all of these women talking about men having to help them clean and do the house chores. Listen, I don't want to get vulgar. But all I'm saying is, women, know your place. Know thy place. Because if you are telling a man to clean your house and you are perfectly healthy and you're telling that man to help you clean the house, he's going to help you clean the house. He might even hire a maid. And then he's going to bang said maid and kick you out of the house. Because then what are you there for? What are you there for? Why do these women think that they are not there to clean the house? Why do they think that? I'm like, why do men even need women? Why do they need the woman? If you aren't there to clean, if you aren't there to wash the clothes, what you there for? What you there for? What he need you for? What, he needs somebody there to nag? He can live without it. If the man has to wash his own panties and he has to clean his own house, then what the hell you there for? He don't need you. And these women, oh, they were, oh, I'm not a maid. And no, what did she say? She said, oh, well, I might as well just start calling him my son. Anyway, I'm over it. I'm over it. If she's not there, who else will spend his money on hair and nails? Oh, I don't know. Maybe the new maid that he purchases. You know what I mean, Aaron? Because if she doesn't clean, he's going to purchase a maid. And the maid can spend the money on the hair and the nails if she's cleaning. If she's actually doing the cleaning and the cooking and all that, I'm sure that that man would not mind giving her a little change to go do her hair and to do her nails. I really don't think so. The maid gets the house. Listen, if we have to listen. A lot, and this is another thing. There's women who try to show off to me and say, "Oh, we're rich. We have maids." I don't care how rich I am. Ain't no other woman gonna clean my house. I will not have it. You will not find another woman cleaning my house. I don't care how rich or poor we are. You are not having another woman clean my house. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. I'm a woman. I'm woman, all woman. I don't need another woman in my house cleaning my house. So, I mean, these women trying to show off, and you know what she said? She goes, we have a maid. I don't have to worry about that. Those are not my problems. He knows, happy wife, happy life. So if I don't have to clean, I have more energy for him. You know what? So these are the same women that say, if I don't want to have sex, I don't have to. These are the same women that tell you, I have a headache. I don't want to do my intimate duties. These are the same women that say that they can't be forced to be intimate with their husbands. These are the same women that use sex as a reward system to their husbands. They use sex, they dangle sex in front of their husbands. So you're telling me you don't want to clean, you don't want to cook, but you're saying that if you don't have to clean and cook, that you're going to be more available for sex. But then you can also tell him, I don't have to have sex with you either. So what the hell are you there for? No. No. I don't. Any of you men, I'm sorry, men. I really am sorry. I'm sorry that you men were unfortunate enough to be born in this lifetime with this group of women's. I'm sorry. I was just looking at an article. This article was from the 1950s. Now, this article had a picture on the front of it. It had a picture of women who were having a posture contest. And you guys have probably seen it, but the ladies were lined up to have a posture contest. This is a high school in Chicago. And all of the ladies, it must have been like 20 ladies, 20 girls, young girls, standing there having a posture contest, right? If you notice something about these girls, all of these girls are prepared to get married because they were like 17, 18. All of them are ready for marriage. All of them were thin, and all of them were practicing duties that will help them be better wives. You go to the average high school today, what do you see? What do you see? The average high school today has a bunch of fat, sloppy women. And these are 17, 18-year-olds. Now, when you're in that age of 17, 18 to 25, you should have the best body of your life. You should have the best body that you'll ever have in your whole entire life. But these women are starting off life at 300 pounds. And I'm just like, what? We need to go back to that, because even back then, even if the girl wasn't beautiful in the face, at least she was fit. At least she was fit. Not every girl can be beautiful in the face, but at least they were fit and practicing skills to be wives. They were ready to be wives. And big boned. Let me concentrate, Aaron. These were girls. Listen. This is what I was thinking about. If I were a man and it was the 1950s, you could literally go outside and see a group of women throw a rock and hit a good wife. Back then, you could just throw a rock and hit any girl, and she would be a good wife. Why? Because even though she may not be the most beautiful, but she's fit and she's trained. She's skilled. She has skills to be a wife. She's ready. These women today, oh my gosh, I can't imagine going outside and throwing a rock at a group of women. You're not going to find a wife. You might find a dude. You might throw a rock at a group of women and then, hey, comes out. So, all I'm saying is this is a bad time for women, and women are not even noticing it. It's crazy. It's crazy. Big buffet. Do you guys know something? I'm going to share with you guys a little secret. About a month ago or so, I was on the East Coast. I think I told you guys I was somewhere too. I was in the East Coast like about a month ago. I had never been to a buffet like Golden Corral, and I went to Golden Corral for the first time in my life. I got taken to one in Virginia. I think it was Alexandria because I was in the DC. Me and Trump were having a cup. Never mind. But anyway, I was at the Golden Corral, right? I went to the Golden Corral in Alexandria, Virginia. The Golden Corral. As I was walking into this place, I saw a bunch of people with the biggest backs I've ever seen. And I'm not saying I'm not little Miss Petite, but goodness grief, okay? It was a bad sign of things to come. But I didn't take the hint. I didn't take the warning. I still went in. You want to know why? Because the food smelled so dang good. It smells so good. And you know what? I'm not a Southerner, okay? I don't know much about Southern American food. You know, like Southerner, they call it soul food. I don't know anything about that, okay? Listen, I know about pita bread, hummus, the tzatziki sauce. I know gyro, shawarma. I know these things, okay? That's what I know. Dolma. I go in, and there was this food, and there was biscuits, and they were buttery. They were so buttery and soft, and it was just like barbecue and like sauce and do you guys know they have a sweet potato, and they put marshmallow on top of this sweet potato, and the marshmallow was melted and ooey and gooey, and it was just, and I had a huge bowl of that. And then it was like just mashed potatoes, and oh, it was so good. And so I ate there for every day since that I was there. I ate that for breakfast and lunch, um, all the days that I was on the East Coast. And so yeah, I gained a couple of pounds from that, but that's all right. That's all right because I'm working those off now. So yeah, then there's that. So anyway, the Golden Corral, that's what it's called, the Golden Corral. I don't know if you guys know about it, but it was amazing. It was amazing. It sounds like a fat lady paradise. Literally, there were people who were getting their food from the buffet with oxygen machines because they were so fat. They were such fat fooks that they couldn't even breathe anymore because the fat was choking them. But yet they were still eating. Yeah, and it was wonderful. I was like, oh my God, heart attack heaven. It was great. I mean, listen, and they had ice cream too. Oh my God. You guys have no idea. And I found a place where they actually had, okay, listen, we'll stop talking about that because this is already making me gain weight without even, Murica. See, to me, the Golden Corral is like America in a restaurant. Do you know what I mean? It was like America in a restaurant. God bless America. It was beautiful. If you stayed, that's your future. Listen. I would have been. I would have been. Are those potatoes? All those baby back ribs, put it on my plate. Put it on my plate. That would have been me, I swear. No, listen. And the thing is, there's no need to stop at that point. There's no need to stop. Like, what is the point of stopping when I'm already. Look, you have an oxygen machine, and you snatch off the oxygen machine so you can smell the food. You got it on. You're like, hold on, wait. Yeah, put that one on my plate too. Like, oh my gosh. Ah, it was so good. All right. Well, anyway, look. And then I come back to the West Coast and I'm like, the food is just subpar. It's just subpar. But the thing is, West Coast food is a lot healthier for you than East Coast food. But East Coast food just tastes, I mean, from New York to Florida, it's everything. It's everything. No, what did I say? What did I say? Sharon, hello, Sharon. I have been to Golden Corral in MA and PA. I eat the steak and the other meats and the salad bar. Well, look, you're on the other side of the place than I was. I wasn't even looking at salads. I was looking at the biscuits and the sweet potatoes with the marshmallows and macaroni and cheese. Oh, the macaroni and cheese. It was so gooey. I can't. I can't. Whew. It was wonderful. It was wonderful, guys. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, so here we go. I want us to move on to. Okay, oh, right. So, what we're here to talk about right now is this. I'm here to talk to you guys about the dog pen and the AutoPen. So, I was talking to someone recently. I think it was on Tuesday. This is the day that I made the stream. I made the stream on Tuesday, but we're not actually doing it until Saturday. And there's many reasons why, but let me talk to you. The dog pen that Joe Biden was supposed to be in. Okay, Joe Biden, you guys know that he's been diagnosed with cancer. We already talked about that. But this guy has had cancer since freaking before he was even elected, or so-called elected. Before he was even in the campaign trail, he had already had cancer. And he had told everyone that he had cancer back then. So we already knew he had cancer even before he came out with it. But back then, he was scheduled to be in a dog pen. This guy was supposed to be confined. He was supposed to be confined and nobody hears from him. And that's exactly what he did. But he wasn't supposed to live the 4 years. He was supposed to die within the first or second year of this so-called presidency. He was supposed to die. That's why we saw. Did you guys realize how Kamala Harris, after about a year into their little installment, she started getting more angry and more bitter like, and then she started disappearing from the main stage. Why? This woman thought that she was going to be not elected, installed as president after the first year because Joe Biden was supposed to die. So you guys know that's the reason why the AutoPen was there, because the effer didn't die. He kept living. Just like I told you, evil never dies. You guys know that, right? Evil never dies. So he was supposed to die, but he didn't. And then they installed the AutoPen because they were like, fine, if we can't get the effer to die, then we'll just act like he's dead and we'll use AutoPen. So you guys know all of this stuff has come out about the AutoPen, and everybody's been talking about the AutoPen, but we already kind of knew, even if we didn't have a name for it, we knew that Joe Biden had absolutely no idea what was going on. At one point, somebody had spoken to him, I believe, like it was one of his staffers or somebody, but they were talking to him and they said something like, wow, Joe, I can't believe you signed off on so-and-so. And Joe Biden said, huh? No, I didn't. He didn't even know what he was doing the whole time. We knew that already. So that dog pen that Joe Biden was supposed to be in was obviously not equipped for him to live. He wasn't supposed to be alive. And that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about, was because the reason I'm bringing this up now is because of the AutoPen. Because now there's like this huge scandal. I wouldn't say huge. There is murmurings and hummings about this AutoPen and the damage that it did. But why are we acting surprised? Everybody knew that it was there. Everybody knew it was a thing this whole time. But now people are coming out saying like, oh, well, since it was AutoPen, were the things that were signed, were they legitimate? Can they still be enforced if they were written by AutoPen? The Manchurian Candidate. Seriously, evil is hard at work trying to stall all of Trump's efforts. Well, you guys know Trump. Oh, did you guys see him and the South African president? Did you guys see that? So the South African president he was in the Oval, not the Oval Office, but you guys know the place where, I think it was the Oval Office. But anyway, he was having a meeting with Trump. And he said specifically, oh, there is no persecution of white people in South Africa. That is an absolute rumor. It is not true, Mr. President. And Trump pulled up the receipts and played the videos. Now, after that happened, the South African president tried to justify it and saying, oh, those are just small groups in the rural villages. They don't have any power. That's absolute nonsense, because all of South Africa is a rural village. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to say it like that, but we know. Come on, guys. I mean, most of South Africa is villages. Just like any other African nation, most of it is villages. There's not that many big cities. So for them to say that this is nothing, and talking about the beheading of white people, they're getting massacred in mass. Farmers, there's cemeteries, full cemeteries of white farmers and their families. But anyway, what did CNN come out and say? CNN came out and said, oh, the videos that Trump played were not videos from South Africa, but rather they were videos from the Congo. CNN, you just can't hate. You just can't stand the idea that there is racism going on in any part of Africa, and it's against white people, just like we have it going on in the United States. But you just cannot stand to accept the fact that it is happening. Now, them showing videos and saying that it was from the Congo, that was one video that Trump showed that was actually from the Congo. But even if it were only one, all you did was prove Trump's point that now that racism and that genocide is going on in more countries than one in Africa. All you did was prove that, hey, it's not just going on in South Africa, baby. It's going on in the Congo too. Thank you, CNN, for proving our effing point. There is, at one point, there was racism against Blacks in America, and everybody knows that. Now, the opposite is happening. And I don't know why it is such a hard pill to swallow for a lot of people. It's like you're so anxious to defend the poor African American from racism that's not happening today, but racism that happened back then. But you won't defend the white man that's getting persecuted right now, today. I mean, I guess things have to happen in the past for them to actually matter today. You said what? They just shot themselves in the foot. Seriously, because look, they said it doesn't exist. They were like, oh, it doesn't exist. Trump played propaganda. All you did was prove that it's not just happening in South Africa, but it's happening in the Congo too. That means there's two countries that is proven, that you have video evidence of them killing whites. So yeah, I mean, that's the thing that really ticked me off. And yeah, well, Sharon, exactly. There's racism against whites, and it's not even just racism, it's genocide. Racism is, oh, we're not going to give you a loan because you're white. Oh, we're not going to let you buy this property. You can't live here because you're white. What is happening now is genocide. They are killing people because they are white. And the fact that CNN came out to try to defend this, I'm like, so you guys say that you guys are against hatred and whatever the hell, like fascism and all of this, but then you just, you guys already know we already know they're hypocrites, but yeah, Commie News Network has got to go, seriously. Cape Town, Johannesburg, Pretoria are the only real cities in South Africa. CNN is the definition of propaganda. My grandfather used to say, happy wife, happy life. He was referring to letting her decorate the bedroom in pink lace and ruffles any way that she wanted. And you know what? That's another thing, Sharon. People have used that stupid term, that dumb arse term of happy wife, happy life. You know, this term used to be used as like a joke. It's not real. It's just a joke to say like, oh, as long as the wife is happy, everybody's happy. But everybody knows that's not effing true, because typically when the wife is happy, everybody else is effing miserable. Why is it that when women are happy, everybody else is miserable, but when the man is happy, the kids seem fine? Mama seems okay. Well, mama's happy only when daddy is miserable, but whatever. You guys understand. But I just don't understand, like, everybody has taken that so seriously. Like, oh, well, as long as we bow down and kowtow to women, everybody will be happy. But in truth, every time people bow down to women, the children end up crying. The children are miserable. And the husband's even worse. Yeah, no. What do you mean, am I happy? Do I effing look happy? Don't I look happy to you? When have I not looked happy to you? When, like, okay, when you look at me, do you think I'm the definition of sadness and anger? Do I look like I'm the definition of sadness and anger and bitterness? Do I? Well, don't answer that. I'm just saying, when am I not happy? Wait, what the hell is happy anyway? Happy is a state of mind, okay? Okay, so listen. So happiness being a state of mind. You're telling me that I have to be in a constant state of mind of happiness in order to be happy? That doesn't happen. It's never going to happen. And yes, I'm ranting, and yes, I'm throwing my hands up and down, but listen, that doesn't mean I'm not happy. All I'm saying is there is no such thing as being in a constant state of mind all the time. Happiness is a state of mind, and no, I'm not effing happy all the time. And 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 the thing is about being useful. I'm useful. I'm content. That's what that is. I'm useful. I'm content. I'm happy and grateful. How about that? Those are better words to be used to describe your lioness. Not happy. I ain't no freaking happy. I'm grateful, content, and useful to my family and to the group around me. That's all I need to be. With that, I am having a good life. I have a good life. I have a luxurious life. But luxury and money does not buy happiness, even though happiness is just a state of mind. So actually, technically, money does buy a temporary happiness and state of mind of happiness. Yeah. Yeah. So actually, money does buy happiness because it being said, whatever. We're going too far into this. All I'm saying is, listen, are you guys having a field day over here? What are you guys saying? Hey, listen, no, I am not ranting. You guys will know when I'm ranting when I'm actually ranting. I'm not ranting. I'm answering the flipping question. Okay. You ask me a question, I answer it. What do you want me to do? Huh? Don't listen. I don't need you guys. I don't need you guys to try to psychoanalysis me. Okay, you guys are not going to do no psychoanalysis on me. Okay, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. You're gonna be more confused than when you started. That's all I'm saying. Listen, I've had psychologists already try to do this. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. So stop it. No, what mood swing? All right. Let's go to the news. Let's just go to the news, because clearly we're not having a productive conversation here. We're just not. I'm not a biologist. I love it. I love it. Women don't know what happiness is. Listen, I don't even want to. I don't even want to get into that because I think we're gonna go too far. I'm fulfilled. Thank you. I'm fulfilled. And the thing is, why can't people just be grateful? Why is gratefulness not a word of happiness? I don't know. Why is being grateful not mentioned? Be grateful. Dang it. Yes, that's how I am too. Just content. Be content. That's what you need. I think the Dem power brokers wanted Uncle Joe to die or be pushed aside right after January 20th of 2023. That way, Kamala could be reelected twice for a total of almost 10 years as POTUS. And I think that may have been one of the things that they were hoping would happen because, Neil, remember, Joe already knew he had cancer a long time ago because he even said it. There are video clips of him talking about his cancer. He said as much. So the Dems, already knowing that this was an old, weak, debilitated, invalid man with cancer, they already knew that. They already knew that his brain was failing him. They already knew all these things. So why would we think that they thought that he would survive and not only survive a full presidential term, but then survive another one? Because they are the ones who pushed him to run again. You guys remember? They were going to push him out to the campaign trail again. So, what does that say about them? What does it say about what they were hoping would happen? Because clearly, you know that this man is sick and they knew he had cancer a long time ago. We have to remember that when these big people, celebrities, politicians, or what have you, when they admit news to the public, that news has already been there for years at the least. Just like him admitting he has cancer now to the public, that news has already been in his house for years. They don't just find out things and then admit it to the public. That doesn't happen. It never happens like that. You guys know that. Like even everything that we're learning now about the Diddy and all of these things and everybody else, all of these things have been going on for years, and it just gets released to the public when they want it to. But we all know that these things have all been going on. So like I said, he had cancer and they were hoping that he would be reelected again, pass away shortly after, and who knows what their next plan was, because hold on, I'm looking for something. He defeated Medicare. He sure did, didn't he? Okay, I'm gonna pull up this week's news. Hold on. We all know that Larry scours the news for us every single week, and he goes through every single source out there, and he finds us the best, the greatest, the newest, the most scandalous, everything. He finds us the best news every single week, and we have to thank him for doing so. So thank you so much, Larry, my slave. Thank you so much for completing your duties as demanded. I appreciate it. We all appreciate it. And we shall give you a long round of applause with our fingertips. Yes, yes. Very nice, very nice. All right, here we go. In the news, Washington State's governor has signed, as he calls it, the largest tax increase in state history. And he did that with an effing smile. Isn't that great? That means California is next, doesn't it? Earlier this week, Washington State Governor Bob Ferguson signed a state tax hike after previously promising that he would look for budget savings and efficiencies. He did this before signing off on a $78 billion 2-year operations budget into law. $78 billion 2-year operations budget. All right, let's wait till we figure out what it is. Here we go. The budget is raising the state's taxes over $9 billion over the next 4 years, focusing on two primary business and occupation tax rates on gross proceeds. An increase in tax rates for service businesses with annual taxable revenue over 5 million. So these are service businesses that have taxable revenue over $5 million. So that could be pretty much, I guess you could say those are like medium size, small to medium sized businesses, because $5 million, I mean, construction companies make $5 million a year. And hold on one second, guys. Certain retail stores make $5 million a year. So this is kind of like medium and up, kind of like, yeah, small businesses, medium businesses, and up. So an increase in tax rates for the service businesses that have $5 million of annual taxable revenue, and a now broadened capital gains tax. In addition, a tax was placed on electric vehicle credits, dubbed the Tesla tax. Now, you guys know Washington State is run by blue faggots, and that's the reason why we left. But then we left to another state run by blue faggots. So Washington State is run by that, and so you guys know, with Elon Musk being on the right and being a friend of Trump, you know that they are going to do anything that they can to tax anything to do with Elon Musk. So them creating the Tesla tax, or calling it the Tesla tax, even though not all electric vehicles are Tesla, whatever, they did that on absolute purpose. They did that to rub the bellies of the other blue faggots that support them. That's what they did. They did that so that other Democrats could feel like, we're getting back at the red wave. So this Washington State governor called it the Tesla tax. In contrast, there were nearly $6 billion in spending cuts, including behavioral health, higher education, and healthcare. So let me get this straight. You want to tax electric vehicles and small businesses, small to medium-sized businesses, but then you also want to take away funding for higher education and healthcare. Now, these are the same people, the Democrats, mind you, these are the same people that say that they are the ones who are caring so much about the Department of Education, that they are the ones who are the party of the educated. They are the ones who are college educated and blah, blah, blah. But when you get a chance, you try to stick it to Tesla, and then you take away funding for education. Good, just great, just good job, all around good job, Washington State. But during a press conference after signing this tax increase, Bob Ferguson, he reasoned that his decision resulted in a number on the revenue side that is balanced with billions of dollars in cuts. He also claimed that he and his Democrat colleagues worked very hard to find that balance. They're working very hard to find a balance, so that they can work on the revenue side with billions of dollars. Now, when he was asked if he went back on his word about not raising taxes, which he did, Ferguson blamed his backstab on a $16 million shortfall he claimed to have inherited. He said that he inherited this $16 million debt, this shortfall. However, there was a debate on that number, which resulted on Ferguson being asked if the $16 million was in fact the amount of the shortfall. And Ferguson responded that he believes there can be miracles when you believe. And I believe that he believes that we are absolute paint chip eating idiots. I think he believes that we just sit around with our bowls of paint chips all day and sitting there just eating that with our morning Saturday cartoons. Anyway, he believes that the $16 million is the number, because we believe. And if you believe, then it'll come true eventually. It will. After the press conference where he told everybody that he believes the number is $16 million, an email was sent to the nonpartisan budgeting staff of organization called Center Square, and they revealed that the shortfall amount was actually $7.5 billion. So pretty much half of that are unaccounted for. I wonder where those other $8 million went, because he believes that he inherited a shortfall of $16 million, but in truth it was actually $7.5 billion. Oh, I'm sorry, billion dollars. Is that a typo? Because I don't think it is billion. So that means, hold on, let me see something. Let me make sure this isn't a typo. This looks like it could be a typo. Hi, Cynthia. This is the first year I've owed taxes. Anyone else? You're not the only one. You're not the only one. There has been many people coming out online to talk about how this year they actually owe taxes somehow. Okay, hold on. 1 second. Oh, it was billion. Okay, so we need to restate that then. Okay, cool. Okay, hold on, guys. Let me go back. Okay, so it is actually billion. All right then. So that means $9 billion, 5 million, 6 billion in spending cuts. Okay, so that means there was a typo where it was actually supposed to say 6 billion, but it actually said 6 million. So it's actually billion. So, okay, here we go. So we're talking about $16 billion shortfall, not $16 million shortfall. So he claimed that he inherited a $16 billion shortfall, and it's actually turned out to be 7.5 billion in shortfalls. Like, I mean, and you know what? I want to ask you guys a question. Don't you guys think it's kind of funny how these people are allowed to, I accidentally misspoke. It was actually 16 billion or 7 billion. But if you do your taxes and you are off by, I don't know, $50, you get threatened with doing time in jail. You get threatened with losing things if you're $50 off. But these people are allowed to be, $7.5 billion off. Don't you guys think that's a little bit? Because these people are not being threatened with jail time for being off by that much money. I mean, I just, oh man. All right. All right. Here we go. A mayor has put releasing their full government names. And you guys know what? That wasn't no accident. It's no accident that these mayors are putting ICE agents at risk. We have blue faggots trying to defend, you guys know who. You guys know who, right? The illegal cockroaches. We have blue faggots trying to defend the illegal cockroaches, and they're trying to harbor them, protect them. And all while doing that, they are putting ICE agents at risk. The people who are trying to clean up our country, you are putting them at risk. Now, during a press conference this past Friday, Nashville mayor, his name is Freddie O'Connell, he's claiming that he did not intentionally release the names of the ICE agents working in the area after being accused of doing so by the Department of Homeland Security. O'Connell claims that the agents' names were accidentally added to a report that was produced by executive order, which required city employees to notify his office of any interactions with ICE personnel. So there was a document that was an executive order that you had to put the names of the city employees that were in your office. And that list somehow got leaked to the public. Am I reading this wrong? The article continues. During the press conference, O'Connell said, and I quote, "The interest here is just in transparency. It is not in obstruction or doing anything that will be harmful," he said. How is that not effing harmful? Where's my oxygen machine? It's not working. How is that not harmful? How can you purse your lips to say, "Oh, it wasn't harmful. I mean, I wasn't doing anything harmful by releasing the names of ICE agents when you know some of the people that they are arresting are connected with cartels, mafia, gangsters, drug dealers, and you and sicarios and coyotes and you just happen to release names of ICE agents and you think that that's not harmful?" O'Connell is currently and has been under investigation by the Department of Homeland Security after he publicly condemned ICE operations in Nashville earlier this month. Oh, how convenient. So wait. So this month, you were condemning ICE operations in Nashville. And then all of a sudden, later on in that month, I accidentally released their names to the public. Oh, well, at least it's not harmful. You know what, guys? I think we should release his home address. How about that? That wouldn't be harmful, though. We should release his home address. We should release something about him, shouldn't we? Why don't we release where his wife goes to yoga? Let's release where his children go to school. No, why? That's not harmful. That's nothing harmful. That's not obstructionist. I mean, what's the harm in that? Right? Right? I think we need to release something about him. Hold on, guys. I need to connect my oxygen machine to the thing. 1 second. Okay. There we go. All right. The article continues with this. This person publicly condemned ICE in Nashville earlier this month, which resulted in 200 illegal cockroaches being arrested and detained. In response to the investigation, O'Connell asserted that his mission is to protect Nashvillians and to get violent criminals off the streets. Well, if that were the case, then you would be all for ICE. Isn't it the case that you would be all for ICE and their mission? If it were true that you were trying to protect Nashvillians, Exactly. How is doxing not okay? Okay. I can be ice punit. Punyaya. Punyiti. Keela. Hi, Keela. And who you calling Morticia? Listen, you can go to the naughty corner too. You just because you're a mod doesn't mean that you can't. Hold on, I'm reading you guys. Oh, zealage. And they have the nerve to go to El Salvador to attempt to bring these people back. They are seriously digging themselves in deep. You know what? I'm starting to think that our government is loving other people's, like other governments' people more than they love us. Like, I think in order for us to get love from our government today as Americans, we have to speak fluent Spanish. You need to make sure your skin is tan. You need to all get spray tans and everything. You guys literally need to act like you're El Salvadorians, Guatemalans, Mexican, anything other than American. Seriously. At this point, we need to act like we're something else. What's up, Mr. Renegade? Hi, Mr. Renegade. Mr. Renegade, have you seen me recently on Lapeef? Have you seen me getting jumped every single week? I'm going to show you guys a clip. Hold on. Let me show you guys a clip really fast, okay? Hold on. Let me show you guys something. I'm going to show you guys something pretty. I hope the internet is okay. It might not be, but we'll see. Because my computer is overheating again. So hold on. Oh, my eye is so itchy. Okay, hold on. All right, I found it. Here we go. All I have to do is find the actual. I just have to find the actual place where it started. Okay, here it is. Wait, no. All right. Okay. I found it. Hold on, guys. Hold on. There's just so much content. There's so much content here. Hold on one second. Okay, there we go. I think I found it. Yep, I found it. Okay, here we go. All right, I'm going to share this clip with you all, and you guys tell me what you guys think, okay? And if the internet messes up, just let me know, and I'll stop it. All right, here we go. Okay, here we go.
Very.
See, that's the fuck up right there. That's the fuck up right there. And people don't understand that part. There is such a thing as balance, and that's what I'm telling you. No matter what you say, we're always going to be able to find out where the fuck up is. That's the fuck up right there. You can't do that. You can't be so strict to the point where you're gripping them, right? You want to lead with an iron fist. That's going to cause rebellion.
Oh, no,
and that is quite true. I am just somebody who's good to clean.
Yeah, sometimes they make lazy kids. Just because your parents got it going on don't mean you got it going
on. Wait,
men should not be cleaning the house. Men should not be cleaning homes. Yeah. Why are you guys asking men to clean your homes?
What are they going to do when they're single? Who's doing that for them when they're single?
Amira, do you work? Do you work?
Yes, I work. But I'm saying, you as women, you do not make a man. You do not let a man clean your home. That is your job. That is your home.
What does he do when he's single? What is he doing when he's single?
I can't have
the house.
What is he doing when he's single?
Well, that's why he asked you. That's why he's not single.
No, when he's single, what is he doing?
No, you're there for.
Y'all got this. I can't have this conversation.
That's deplorable behavior to think all the time. I am just somebody's, whatever they say. I'm just like, I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, I'm jumping, I'm humping. I'm not. No, not at all times. No.
All the time.
All the time? Yes, all the time. All the time. At all times, all the time. Yes, you are cooking, cleaning, jumping, humping, everything. You are. That is your job. If you accepted the role of that man's woman, If you accepted that role, you need to learn it is a job. And just like any kind of job, you need to be trained. If you aren't trained to do a job, you will be fired. Do you guys know what that means? Getting fired? See, you can't be somebody who's not trained and go and try to be an architect. You can't be somebody that isn't trained and go and try to be, I don't know, some type of engineer of sorts. You can't do that. Why? Because you're not trained. And just like training on a job, if a man puts you as his wife and he puts that position on your head, that is a job. And if you aren't trained, you will be fired. And I don't understand why women don't see being a wife as a job. It is one of the most important jobs that you'll ever have because as a wife, you are in charge of that man's health. You are in charge of his wealth. You are in charge of his honor. You are in charge of his legacy, his children. You are in charge of bringing up his children with morals, decency, values, discipline. You are in charge. Do you realize that a bad wife can make a man die? A man can die just because he has a bad wife. I mean, why do women think this is such a blase position? It is not. It's one of the most important things that will ever happen in your life. And to think that you stepping in a man's life could either make him live longer and prosper, or you could bring him down and put him in literal hell just by the way you perform your duties as a wife. I mean, and you see the women, did you guys see how they acted when I said that's your job? No, it's not my job. Why I gotta be humping and jumping and well, you humping and jumping, you making it sound like you're in literal hell. Because remember, you get pleasure too. You get pleasure too. So what are you saying? Like you're acting like everything is. These women, I just swear. And I think another reason that they're like this is because they haven't been trained. And I know a lot of people don't believe this is true, but cultures for eons have trained their girls to be wives. And how does that training work? When does it begin? It begins from the moment that she realizes that she's a girl. The moment that she can recognize herself as a female, that's when training begins. You recognize yourself as a woman. Now it's time for your woman training, wife training. And that starts from young. And the thing is, I see these women, and I'm not trying to talk bad about women when they're not here to defend themselves, but this is just me thinking out loud. Those ladies that I was speaking to, I guess it was Thursday night, these ladies I was speaking to, their reaction to what I'm saying is telling. It is so telling because you're like, it hurts them so much to put themselves in servitude of a man. It hurts them. It hurts their ego, their pride. It hurt them inside because they thought that they were being seen as less than because they are in a position of servitude to a man. And I mean, it's just, and it's like, and another thing is that you can tell that these women weren't trained. And I don't mean to speak bad on their mothers, but typically it's the mothers, the grandmothers that train a girl up, who train a girl into the ways of a wife. And if your mother wasn't a wife, what the hell is she going to train you to be? And a lot of those girls, when they were talking about their upbringings, I never heard anything about their mother's husband, their father. They never talked about that. A lot of them came from women who were unmarried and they were fatherless. So I'm sitting here thinking, like, what the hell are you going to learn from a woman who's never been a wife? What's she going to train you to be? She's going to train you to be her. She doesn't know anything else. So these women, when they were sitting there talking about like how disgusted they are about being wives and, having to do your duties and so on, I just sit there and I'm like, a woman who's trained would not flinch when I say that. I'm telling you. Oh, I would actually love to have, you know what? If I'm able to do this one day, I will do it for you. I will set up a camera, and I won't warn the girls before I say it. But I'll set up a camera and audio so you guys can hear us talking. And I will say the same thing I just said to those girls. I'll say the same thing to girls of my culture. I'll say the same thing. I will say, the house is your duty. He should not have to lift a finger in your house. And when there's women in the house, the man should not lift a finger. And I guarantee you, all those women will say, of course, because women belong to the men. Why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we serve? We belong to them. There's no fight. Like, just the idea that these women were fighting with me, and you guys haven't even seen the rest. You guys didn't even see the rest of that. Tell me about Macron wife smacking him around. Who's Macron? You talking about the president? Oh, I have no idea about that. They should be wife school for young women. There used to be things like that. And that stuff stopped. It stopped when dating culture became a thing. You want to know why? Because you don't need to teach women to be wives when dating culture exists. The only way you'll have wives again is when you stop dating culture. But that's never going to stop either, because men are also involved. Men are also contributors and participants in dating culture. And men are also enjoying dating culture too. So dating culture is never going to stop. So you'll never have wives again. Until that SHIT stops, you'll never have wives, because there's no reason to teach a woman to be a wife and then put her out there on a dating market to be ravaged. What you gonna do? You're gonna train up a woman, you're gonna train her up and be a pearl, and then you're gonna present her to pigs? And then what? No, no, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. I know I always get on the women. You guys know. A lot of people say I hate women, but here's the truth. It's not just the women. The men are participating too. The reason why simps exist. I mean, we'd have to get rid of the simps. We'd have to get rid of dating culture. We'd have to get rid of single mothers. I mean, we would have to literally let that die out. We would have to get rid of all those things. And we'd have to let a lot of things die out. And then you have to start anew. And you start anew by forcing men to stay, forcing them to raise the boys and the girls, forcing them to be there, to protect, because the men have to protect. If they're not there to protect, there's nothing is going to survive. Nothing will. It's just, so anyway, I mean, all right, so that is what I wanted to show part of you guys, but I wanted to show you guys something else too. If you guys don't mind, I'm just having a good time with you guys tonight. I want to share you guys a little bit of my world, I guess. I want to show you guys something else. Hold on, please. Hold on. I'm going to show you guys this.
39.
Who was to draw parallels?
1 second. Please, please, please. Oh, please. Here we go. I'm finding it now. Okay. Here we go.
Who was that?
Absolutely not. Absolutely.
I think I found it. Government should be afraid of you. Hold on.
I go ahead, Ali.
Dang it. I know there's another part, but I need to share with you all this. I think I found it.
Way to the next level, and you guys.
You know what? I need to have a lot of these things written down, because when I write the timestamps down, then it'll go faster. I have, oh my gosh, I'm so happy about this. There's so much I want to show you all. Here it is. Go, 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 go.
People have power.
I don't understand why. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. Here we go. Got it. And you bend the knee, and you keep bending the knee.
Have power, there wouldn't be a need to control it.
Got it. Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna share my screen now. And hold on. There we go. I'll share like this so you guys can actually see. And I'm gonna mute myself now so I don't have echo.
Listen.
Absolutely.
I would say that Americans have the most power as a people out of any other group of countries of people, because America has a saying. So even your Bill of Rights is based on your power. Your Second Amendment is not just to protect yourself, but to also fight against a tyrannical government. That is what you guys are made for. That's what you guys are made to have your weapons for. America has the most powerful group of people in the world, but America is not using their power and making sure that their government doesn't F them over. And I think now they're getting F'd over, and they are losing their power due to bending the knees for little crumbs, just for crumbs that maybe the government or the 1% give you, and you bend the knee and you keep bending the knee and you lose more and more of your power. But I believe that America, the government should be afraid of you.
Absolutely. And I think Donald Trump saying the things that he's saying.
Now, here's the part where she goes into, I think Donald Trump's saying the things that he's saying, and no, you guys know what's already coming. But there is another part that I wanted to share with you all. Hold on. I think it's right here. Where we're in your country. Oh, here it is. Yep. Now, here's the main part that I wanted to actually show you guys. Hold on.
Like I'm a freaking package. I came here off a visa, the same laws that America gave me to come here.
Were you part of a manifest when you came over here? Did you have a number assigned to your name when you checked in through to the checkpoints?
Same number you got on your social security.
You had a passport, right?
Same number you got on your social security. What's your social security number?
I mean, better if you don't accept it.
What's your social security number? You got a number too, right?
Can you take a pen out? I'll give it to you. You got a pen? You have a pen? All right. Go ahead, Amir.
America is the strongest country with the strongest army, navy, military in the world. America doesn't have to be the smartest at this point because they're on top. America has forts and bases in every single continent, in most countries across this great planet. America is not just a country, it's an empire. America, if you even think to attack America, we have bases in everywhere. I mean, every big country, Korea, Morocco, everywhere you want to go, we have a base. And do you think that all those soldiers around the world are just there to kumbaya? They are there for if somebody wants to act out. We can attack you from each and every way. We're not just coming from America. We're everywhere. We're in your country, most likely. That's why America is too powerful. And as for China having more people, it doesn't matter how many people they have, because their people aren't all military. Not everybody is a soldier. So it doesn't matter if they have billions of people. That's still billions of women and children. That doesn't mean anything. They're not soldiers. America is the strongest. It's the best. They don't have to be the smartest at this point, even though I wish we would. I wish we would stop dumbing the average American down. I wish our public schools would get better. But at this point, because of America's status, she doesn't need to be the smartest at this point. She's just going to dominate and dare somebody to do something about it.
So, America, the same country that's so amazing, you're going to leave at 65, no?
I'm sorry?
Weren't you the one that said when you're 65, you're out of here, but yet this country is so amazing and so powerful? Why are you leaving at 65?
I love America.
So why are you
that's
leaving
my
at 65?
relax, calm down. I heard your question. I heard your question. I don't want to stay here because of taxes. I'm not going to pay property taxes when I'm 65 years old. I'm not doing that. So
That's not
I'm
what
going
she
back
said.
to my
That's not
country
what,
because of the property taxes and the fact that we are in survival mode here. But that doesn't change the fact that America's military is the biggest and best and still dominates the world. I'm not sure how either of those topics intersect with one another, but
okay, but you're still leaving at 65, so America's not that great.
What you gotta? Why, America's not so great. Why did you come to America?
Seriously.
I was brainwashed. Like that's why I said if you heard my opening statement, I told you that when I was in Jamaica, they convinced us that leaving that country, which I'm.
So here we go. I was brainwashed. So you have actual people who are immigrants to this great country who come here and they live their life good. They're used to the luxuries of America and they grow up and to be his big age. And he's asked, why did your family come to America? I was brainwashed. It must have been the white man. Really? Really? Well, guess what, homie? At your big age, you can leave. You can leave. What do you mean you're brainwashed? And you guys are gonna listen. It's even worse because then he said that he was brainwashed at the age of 7. What? What kid is 7 years old and being brainwashed into migrating into a different country? Shut up. And this is the reason why I hate this victim mentality, because it's constant. It's every single time there's some accountability needed, it turns into a victim Olympics. It wasn't my fault. It's someone else's fault. I never knew. Shut up. What other country are blacks succeeding in? What other country has more black millionaires, billionaires than America? What? I'll sit here. I'll wait. I'll wait. What other country on this great planet has more black millionaires? But then you see people like this guy coming over here talking about, I was brainwashed. Well, go to Jamaica, man. Go back to Jamaica, man, where the sun always be shining. Go. We don't need this. This is the stuff that I'm talking about. People who enjoy the luxuries of this country and then complain that they were brainwashed and they don't want to be here and they were brought on a slave ship. And I'm not the one who said that. He did. He said that. If you guys see more of the show, but I won't bore you guys with his victim Olympics unless you guys want to see it. I'll let you see it because I'm not afraid to share anything. I'll share it with you. But just absolute rubbish. Yes, zealage. Then why are you still here? I don't get it either. Brock, I don't want him here. Brock, that's listen. Anybody who believes that they have been victimized to be here or brought here by force, hey, the door is always open to leave. You don't have to be here. America forces nobody to be here. Unless you owe the IRS. And I know personally about that. So unless you owe the IRS, they really don't want you to leave. They're not too happy when you try to leave. But anyway, aside from that, nobody is forcing you to stay here. America is a country that has doors open to leave at all times and doors closed for entry. I mean, just absolute rubbish. If he's not the victim, then he'd have to produce. Oh, yes, because if you weren't the victim and you weren't brought here by force, then we'll be asking you, why aren't you contributing? Why aren't you contributing to the society that saw you grow? Why aren't you contributing to the nation that watched you grow? That is true. That is true. Everything done by right. Welcome to Jamaica, man, where the sun always be shining. Hi. And black people always play the victim card. It's beyond annoying. That's why everyone is sick of them right now. We were, I think it was me and Larry and Samael. Sorry, Samael, I'm gonna expose you. But we were all talking about this. There's videos online talking about Black fatigue and how everyone is tired of Black people's narrative. They're the victim Olympics and so on and so forth. I mean, I've seen a few of the videos myself, and it's I listen. Yeah, I don't know what to say about it, because when I say something about it, then I'm looked at as racist. So I've seen the videos. Dare I say I agree? I mean, I agree. It is what it is. Sorry, I agree with it. It's sad, but that's not because of a person's skin tone. It's because of the ideology. Hey, Maurice. Hello, hello. I'm surprised you could even find me. I'm on my 3rd channel by now. What do you do here? What does anybody do here? Let's see. What do we all do here in America? We pay taxes. And my family contributes in the top 20% in this country. So parts of the welfare system are literally paid for by my family. My family is, wait, so you know how they say the welfare system in this country is basically funded by the top earners in the country. So the welfare system is funded pretty much by my family and all the other families that are in the top 20%, I guess, top 20, 25% in this country. So what do I do? My family, we contribute to this nation. We came here as not broke, but we came here pretty much with almost nothing, you could say. And we worked, and now we give back to the country that has seen us be successful. And that's what should happen. Migrants who come to this country should contribute. They should give back to America. They shouldn't be living off of America like leeches, being on the welfare system and so on and so forth. If you're going to leave your nation and come to America, you need to become one of the contributing families here. So, I mean, I would say that we're probably some of the most perfect immigrants here. We're like the ideal example of what an immigrant should be. Get over here, assimilate, learn English, speak it right. Well, I think I speak it pretty good. I mean, some people said I have an accent, but I think my accent comes and goes because sometimes I believe that I speak very good when I read. When I read English, I don't believe I have an accent, but I could be wrong. I don't know. But yeah, you're supposed to come here, assimilate, educate, contribute, work and contribute, and give back to the country. You should not be here just leeching off of these states, of the United States. Frost, I'm a proud racist. I know you are. I know. I'll help you. We're sick of this shit. I have ratchet fatigue. Ross says, all my Black friends agree with me. Yeah. I mean, that's sad. It's sad. You know it's bad when even your Black friends are saying the same thing. That means it's not that you are evil. You're not being hateful. You're just being honest. Rachel fatigue. Rachel is your don't speak about your love that way. Don't speak about your future wife that way. D-Day says, 3rd channel, Chronic just lost his 14th. No. What? Did he? I haven't talked to him in a long time. Did he really? Oh my gosh. This guy. I'll text him later. What the heck? Again? Jeez. Oh, he said, what does the Jamaican do here? I think he said he has a job, but he's not really doing anything. No. I think he said he has a job, but I mean, I don't care when they use that word. Being afraid of being labeled that by people who you don't like and who hate you is foolish. Besides, self-interest is a survival instinct. Yeah. He was probably raised by a single mother. Oh my gosh. All right. An illegal cockroach was arrested for threatening President Trump before he self-deported himself. Do you guys hear about that? An illegal invader was arrested for threatening the president before he self-deported. Now, this salty illegal named Ramon Morales Reyes was arrested earlier this week by ICE authorities after making threats against President Trump. The 54-year-old Mexican, he wrote a letter saying that he planned to shoot Trump in the head before self-deporting back to Mexico. And he said, and I quote, "We're tired of this president messing around with us Mexicans. We have done more for this country than you white people, eh? I will self-destruct." Oh, sorry. He didn't say that. "I will self-deport back to Mexico, but not before I use my 30-yard six to shoot your precious president in the head." That's what he said. Now, after Reyes was arrested one day after he brilliantly penned this letter and sent it to ICE, the DHS reported they reported to news outlets that the illegal has a long criminal rap sheet. Who would have guessed? Wait, let me ask you guys. Did you guys ever think that Mr. Ramon Reyes, did you guys ever think that this guy, do you ever think that this guy who's threatening a president, did you guys ever think that this person had a long criminal rap sheet? No. Did you? No, you didn't, right? You didn't, right? Everybody raise your hand if you thought that this guy had a criminal rap sheet. Come on. Are you serious? This is just, you know what? The stories write themselves. We don't even have to. All right, here we go. He made 9 previous attempts to invade America between 1998 and 2005. And among the list of Reyes's offenses on top of his rap sheet are felony hit and run, criminal damage to property, disorderly conduct, and being a domestic abuse modifier. Listen. Let me tell you guys something. This is the reason why me working in my field, you guys know that we work in the law firms, we do car crashes and so on. This is part of the reason why we need to get these illegal cockroaches out. Number one, they kill people on the roads and they are never found. They're never prosecuted because we don't know who the F they are. We don't have names, social securities, medical records, not even an effing phone bill. We don't know who these people are. They are not insured. They don't have insurance. They never have insurance. And then they go about their lives after killing full families in hit and runs, in drunk driving car accidents. They get drunk off their tequila, and they kill American families on the road. And then they walk away like nothing. Why? Because we don't know who the F they are. And like I said, they never have insurance. And listen, look, reading this guy's rap sheet, felony hit and run, criminal damage to property. Who the hell are we going to arrest? We don't know who you are. We don't know your name from Adam. Disorderly conduct, well, that's a given, okay? That's a given from a bunch of people who drink like it's water. And domestic abuse. You beat your wife too. Great. What do you expect? Felony hit and run, you're having accidents, probably hurting people, killing people. He's probably killed people we don't even know. You beat your wife, you fight officers, you damage property. Come on. I mean, this is just, and this is the person who says that he's mad at President Trump for trying to get rid of them. You are a drain on our society. You are not bringing anything to America, and you are not unique. You and your posse, you guys come in droves. There's not, listen, guys, there's not this story that we're talking about right now. This goes into the millions. This is not. So, why do you think that Americans today are getting more racist than ever? Why? Why do you think that America is getting more racist again when racism was damn near abolished in the 90s? In the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, racism wasn't even a factor. And now it is come back in full effect. But why? Why? And it's not that people are getting racist just for the hell of it. People are getting racist because they're sick and tired. They're sick and tired of coddling, of bending the knee, of noticing but not being able to speak, for being silenced when they see stuff, having to observe their country go down the drain and just sit there and smile about it. People are angry. People aren't racist because they're hateful. They're racist because they see. All right. So, hold on. I have another one for you. Do you guys, okay, I want to do one more thing on this and then I'll give you guys something else. Hold on. Hold on. I'm looking for something in particular. Okay, here we go. The SCOTUS has cleared the way for the removal of 500,000 illegal aliens. Now, I say this because I'm happy. I'm happy because I want the government to work with President Trump. I don't want them to be fighting him constantly. This is something that needs to happen yesterday. We need to clean America. And days ago, the SCOTUS has voted 7-2, allowing the Trump administration to proceed with the removal of 500,000 illegal aliens, sending them back to Haiti, Cuba, Nicaragua, and Venezuela. They were allowed to stay in America through a series of so-called humanitarian parole programs created by the Biden administration. And now all of those have been removed and rejected. SCOTUS released a simple one-paragraph order without an explanation for their verdict and overturned the decision of a district court judge who attempted to block Trump's deportations. Now, illegals who were allowed to stay in the US illegally through the parole programs, as you guys know that from the Biden administration, they have had their work permits revoked and are facing deportation. Get the F out. The two dissenting judges were Sonia Sotomayor, as you guys know, her, and Ketanji Brown Jackson. Anyway, both of who strongly disagreed with their peers, citing their concerns that the decision will now facilitate needless human suffering and devastation on the illegals affected. Oh, shut up. I couldn't give more of a damn. I just really couldn't. Cry me a flippin' ocean. I listen, I'll go swimming. I will swim in your tears. Listen, I have a bathing suit that I've been waiting to debut. I mean, cry me an ocean. It is believed that the SCOTUS verdict will affect more than the 500,000 mentioned, okay? In addition, 500,000 are projected to also be affected by this ruling. So that brings us up to 1 million illegals to be out of here. Here we go. An additional 500,000 are projected to also be affected by this ruling. All of them, well, a part of the Biden's parole program, and natives of Ukraine, Afghanistan, and children from Central America. Getting them the F out. Listen, Don't let a boot, a door, a tree hit you on the way out, because something might hit you on the way out. I want to change subjects. I want to talk about LGBTQIA plus pedos plus everything sick. I want to talk about them because why effing not? It is Saturday night and I am feeling right. Here we go. LGBTQIA plus pedos and everybody sick. These so-called faith leaders. Okay, this is Scientology people, whatever. I'm just kidding. I won't say Scientology because I'm not sure. But these so-called faith leaders want religious groups to recommit to pride. A group of so-called faith leaders are begging religious organizations to openly support the fags, and they're asking for this support during Pride Month of all times. Of course, Pride Month. Can you guys believe June is upon us, and I have not heard anything about Pride Month? Nothing. I haven't heard a thing about this Pride Month. It's dying. It's dying. It might be dead already, actually. But this stuff is already, it's gone. And thank God for that. No, literally, thank God, the real God, not these people who worship the devil, who worship, I don't know what the hell they worship. Not that. We need to actually thank God that this stuff is being rejected. Back to the article. These so-called religious leaders are begging religious organizations to openly support the fags. I mean, the LGBTQ, you guys understand. This coalition of leaders formed in the midst of several corporations withdrawing their support for the Pride events, along with Republican-led states passing laws that ban Pride flags. Oh my gosh, they ban Pride flags, and at least 10 states have laws circulating that, if passed, will ban marriage equality. And you guys know what marriage equality means. Marriage equality. You guys know what that means, right? Yeah. Yeah. The thing that Obama said that he wasn't going to do. You guys remember when he said that he wasn't going to legalize gay marriage? Do you guys remember when that happened? He said that back in 2008, I believe. I was still a child, but nevertheless, I heard he said that he would never do that. And lo and behold, after he was reelected in 2012, the real Obama came out. And then in 2013, gay marriage became a thing. And in 2013, we were told that we just want to get married. We just want to be equal. We're not here to corrupt your children. We're not here to pervert people. We're not coming for your kids. We just want to be equal. We're not trying to be in your schools and teaching your kids about stuff that we do. Duh. So, there are at least 10 states that have bills circulating right now that if they are passed, they will ban marriage equality. Pride Month is in trouble this year, reportedly due to President Trump's executive order barring DEI practices, which caused companies to walk back their DEI plans. So far, 39% of corporations have scaled back support, while 57% of federal contractors pulled Pride support out of fear of federal investigations. Okay? They're like, I like you guys, but I don't like you guys that much. In response, the mostly left-leaning faith leaders asserted that 2025 will test the courage of our nation. Test the courage of our nation? I'm sorry? How is booty banging courage? How is being a booty bandit courage? Huh. Well, I guess it does take courage to bend over and, well, I don't understand how they call these things courage and brave and, oh, they're brave because they came out, because they told the world about their what their booty banditry. Like, what the there's nothing courageous. All right, anyway. But okay. These left-leaning faith leaders are saying that 2025 is going to test the courage of the nation. And they also went on to say that too often religion is used to attack LGBT people. No, that's not what's happening. You're not being attacked. You're being told the truth. Yeah, you're being told the truth because religion tends to be honest about what is real and what is fake. Well, in many cases, I'll leave it there. But when it comes to marriage, men are men and women are women. There's no question about that, especially in religion. So if they're talking about them being attacked by religion, you're not attacked. You're just being told the truth that marriage is between men and women, not between. Now, these leaders, these like left-leaning leaders, they claim that millions of dollars are being used to target their trans siblings with bills like those that would ban marriage equality. Somebody said, and I quote, "We who are from diverse faith traditions and beliefs are showing up and we are refusing to back down. We will support the LGBTQ community and we will promise to recommit to pride." End quote. One leader told news outlets that the group will be speaking out through public prayers, bold statements, and visible acts to support the alphabet community. And they also urged other religious leaders to sign a pledge to do the same. Among the organizations that signed this pledge are, number one, the Association of Welcoming and Affirming Baptists. Number two, Evangelical Lutheran Church in America. Lutherans, get it together. Get it together. Number three, Hindus for Human Rights. Are we going east? I know we're not going where I think we're going. Number four, Muslims. God damn it. All right. Number four, Muslims for Progressive Values. They did it. They did it. They did it. They did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. Yay, lo hicimos. We did it. Dun, 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 dun. I am losing my mind. I cannot believe that they. All right, listen. Listen. This can't be real. It can't be real. It can't be real. It's not real. It can't be real. It can't be real because. All right. So, okay. What I believe, now hear me out. What I believe is that there has been no, you better not. What I believe just happened, okay? I believe that what we just witnessed was a group of people who claimed to be Muslims and opened up this Muslims for Progressive Values thing because I refuse to believe that any Muslim church would ever support this because one thing that I know about my people, any openly gay supporting Muslim group, they would have to fear for their safety, their lives, everything. I'm just saying that, like, I don't mean to be like scaring anybody. But I know my people, and I know that they don't take kindly to those types of things. So I am very skeptical about that. So what have you. But that's what just happened. That was the article. I read it to you as I read it, and that's that. All right. Progressive means gay. Exactly. Progressive means fags. So listen, when I was talking to a girl, right? And as we were talking, she was talking about men, and she was talking about the type of husband that she wants. And she was speaking to me, and she said, I just can't be with a MAGA guy, a guy who believes in MAGA or who is conservative. I said, why? She said, well, they're just so unaccepting, intolerable. They're not, what was the word? Not accepting. They aren't, oh, that's right, straight. They're not straight. I'm like, what do you're asking for a guy that is not conservative. You want a guy that is accepting of everything, who doesn't judge, who is like, you might as well just get a woman. Get yourself another woman. But anyway, these women who are out there, and they are openly saying that they are afraid of men that are, Samael, did you do that? Samael, I don't know who just did that.
I'm not sure. Give me a second. There
No, I guess not. Well, okay. But anyway, so, oh wait, I'm looking at your private chat. You said, oh, okay, I see it. Never mind. Oh, sorry. Samael said that he had to go to the golden throne. I hope you're feeling better, Samael. I hope you got enough paper there and some water, and you're taking care of business. Let's all give Samael some nice words of comfort so that things can release easily. Yeah, I can tell. We're all rooting for you, Samael. You're gonna make it through this. You'll make it through. All right, guys. So this woman is out there talking about this, and she's like, yeah, these MAGA men, they're so they're just so intolerating. They don't tolerate, they're not accepting, and they think women have to be a certain way, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, oh, okay. So do you want a man that does stuff around the house, who cuts the grass, who takes out the trash, who's gonna protect you if a robber comes? You want that type of guy? She's like, oh yeah, of course. Well, any man would do that. Darling. You're so cute. Oh, like, you're so cute. You go out there and get yourself one of those soft Democrat guys. Go ahead. You go ahead and do that. Those guys will have you going downstairs to check what went boom at night. They are going to have you out there cutting the grass because they don't want to mess up their manicure. These guys, I'm like, come on now. You guys are still, thank you guys for giving support to Samael, because I think that we should all be able to hold hands through this. And I think that Samael is feeling us holding his hands, all of us together, all at once. We are in spirit holding hands with Samael. And I believe that us talking to him actually really does relax his, it relaxes his base. I would call it that. His base. His base gets very relaxed speaking to us, And BTK says no holding hands. No. BTK, we're family. We're going to get through this together, okay? We're helping Samael through this. So put your hand out. All right. Give me a hand, BTK. All right. So as we hold hands together, we're going to get through this, okay? Let's all hum Hum. Hum. I love you guys so much. You guys are so funny. Push, breathe, breathe. You got it. No, Larry says, I'm not holding his hand. Larry, if you don't hold hands, there's going to be a gap in the circle. Put your hand out. Like, there's going to be a gap in the circle. Stop. We don't need any gaps in the circle. Oh my God. Rub your belly. Oh my goodness. Old lady family shower time. Do you guys remember? Do you guys remember me and my family shower time that I was telling you guys about? You guys thought I was so weird about it because I told you guys that we have family showers. You listen, the family shower, listen, you guys don't understand. It's not what you guys think it is. It's not like that. Okay. It's a cultural thing. No, look. Okay. So if you guys don't know, like back in the really old times, like when people didn't shower every day, it's true that bath time, because there were no showers, so everybody took a bath. Bath times went by age. So your parents would use the bath first, but they wouldn't change the water out. They would leave the same water. So the parents would get the water when it was warm and they would take their bath together. And then when the parents got out, the oldest child went, and then the second child went, and the third child, and the baby was the last one that got the shower, got bathed in the bathtub. Now the baby got bathed in the dirtiest water because the baby was now taking its bath in the water from the whole family at that point. So that's where the saying, don't throw the baby out with the bath water, came from, because the baby was the last one to take a bath and then you threw out the bath water. So you guys are talking about bathing one at a time, but the way that we avoid that as our people, we shower all together. Come on, grandma. Grandma, get in the bathtub. Look, grandma, get in the bathtub. Mommy, what is that? Oh, you're gonna learn today what a tea bag is. Tea bags. You're gonna learn what tea bags are. Okay, I'm sorry. Whatever. Well, you gotta learn someday. I'm just saying. Oh my God, you guys are so funny. You guys said that because you guys could hear my family having their shower. Do you guys remember that one time we were streaming and the family was having the shower? And you guys could hear the water in the background. You guys were like, what's going on? I was like, the family's taking a shower. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's so funny. Oh, all right. So my contacts are killing me. I gotta get these things out. Oh my God. I need to go soon. Because I need to go lay down. I would be so uncomfortable. There's nothing to be uncomfortable, Yakub. We are family, Habibi. We are family. Okay? Now take off your panties. Now I'm just saying, we're family. There's no reason to be ashamed, okay? Whatever you have, everybody else has. Your cousin has, your daddy has, and grandpa has. Come on, grandpa. You too. Grandma's already in here. Come on, grandpa. Come to the shower. Oh my God, my eye. Why? Why is this happening? Oh my God. Okay. Oh. Rachel told me to do this thing today and I did it and now I'm kind of regretting it. Oh my God. Hold on, guys. Sorry. My contacts are... I know I'm like digging in my eye in front of you. I think I have to go. I have to go now because I need to fix my eyes. I need to rest. I need to eat. What did I say? What did I say? All right then. Is there anything else I need to speak to you guys about? Because there is something I want to talk about, but I don't want to keep you guys here much longer. Hold on. 1 second. Let me pull it up on my phone just to make sure that I'm done with you. Because You know, I've had many times that I've turned off the stream, and as soon as I turned off the stream, I'm like, oh crap, I was gonna tell them this. Hold on. Okay, let me just make sure. Wait. Oh, okay, here's the topic. Oh, I have topic. I have America. Who is America's worst enemy? The low expectations of Western women versus the high expectations of Eastern women. Who should come first in a marriage, the spouse or the children? Hypergamy in women. Women should be hypergamous, of course, which creates competition in women, of course. Hypergamy does create competition in women, and competition in women is a good thing. Society benefits from women being competitive because it encourages femininity. Because think about it, if women weren't in competition and every woman was allowed to just be slouches and, you know, sloppy, then no woman would be feminine. No one would try to even impress men or try to give men something else other than attitude and masculinity and so on. What is beauty? Who gets to decide what is beautiful and what is not? I want to talk about that topic one day with you all, like what is beauty? Because people constantly argue that beauty is subjective, which I believe that it's not. I believe that beauty is something that is very objective. I think everybody can recognize beauty and everybody can recognize mediocrity. And you can also recognize things that are not pleasurable, like ugliness. Sexuality in marriage in the Middle East, the suppression of sexuality and sexual desires in the Middle East and the problems that it brings and the good things that it brings. Why men are valued higher over women. Why are women valued less than men? That's a really good topic to talk about as well, because a lot of people have questions about that topic today because of feminism and the modern world that we live in. Women believe that there should be no reason anymore, since we're not living on farms anymore, we're equal. And I say hell to the no, because even without farms, even without being farmers, men are still more valuable than women. Men are still more valuable than women, even without a farm. The difference between Republicans and Democrats, well, that's going to be a boring topic because you guys already know. Operation Mockingbird and Operation Paperclip. I would like to talk about those two. If you guys want to talk about that one day as well, I would like to talk about. What are you saying, John Doe? What if someone drops it? Go to the naughty corner. Go to. President Eisenhower's last message before he left office was to beware. I guess you could say beware of the military-industrial complex. Military-industrial complex. I kind of want to talk about that with you guys as well. Obama should have never happened. And I know I'm racist if I believe that Obama should have never happened. Muslim conservative has a question for, Democrats have a question for Muslim conservative. Is life better now under Trump? Who's better? Are we better under Trump or are we better under Biden? The next topic is, can women be red-pilled? Can women be red-pilled? Next topic is, anti-discrimination laws protect whites too. Anti-discrimination laws are not just there for brownies, they're also there for the whites as well. And I think that whites should take full advantage of them. The next topic is America was not designed for diversity. America was not designed for diversity. The birth of America was not for diversity. Next topic is sexual liberation and the welfare state do not belong together. If we are going to be a nation of sexual liberation, then the welfare state should not exist because of sexual liberation. And if we are going to have a welfare state, then we should remove sexual liberation. Well, Suka, can women be happy? You and your happiness. Stop talking about happiness. Next topic. Alpha and beta do not apply to humans. Alpha and beta concepts, they don't, as a concept, they don't apply to humans because humans are not, we don't run in packs. We don't run like that. Humans don't operate in packs like that. Humans are more social animals. We operate in groups, like not packs, like, how can I describe it? Like we work together better than certain animals. So the terms alpha and beta do not apply to humans. That is just a thought. It's just something that I was thinking about because when I was looking at the origins of the alpha and beta terms, people were saying that it came from studying certain animals, and I was thinking, like, do those terms really apply to humans? I know we say alpha man and beta man, but I don't know if those terms can really apply to us because of the way humans work, how we operate. It doesn't really apply to us. Conservatives are being yeeted from social media, but I think that's an old topic because that is not really happening as much anymore. Population control, LGBT, disease, food, culture and media, feminism, technology and war, all of these things are population control tactics. Dang, that's a really good one actually, because I did list like 10 things. LGBTQIA, right? Disease, cancer and all of that. Food, the foods that we eat is poison. Culture, the fact that as a culture we're separating. Media, the promotion of single parents and single mothers and single women and trying to make women seem like superheroes. Feminism, which is more of the same, but in a more gynocentric way. Technology is making people more separated as well because we no longer know how to speak to one another. We don't have to speak to one another because of technology. And of course, war being a way to kill off humans in a faster manner, kill off the young and strong men through war. The signs of decay, the signs of a decaying society, the signs of decay in social society or a society. Another topic is 30% of women say that they regret having children. 30% of women say that they regret having children. I kind of wanted to speak about that as well because I saw that in an article. You said almost anything can be turned into a weapon. Certainly. And that's the reason why I said, you take away guns. People are like, oh, take away guns and there won't be any more gun violence. No, then there'll just be bomb violence or knife violence or stick and rock violence. I mean, if somebody wants to kill somebody, they're going to find a way to kill them. It doesn't matter. Here we go. America does better when the left is busy hating the right. America does better when the left is busy hating the right than when the left has power. Because when the left is in power in America, America suffers. But when the right is in power in America, America does better with just the left hating the right. Does that make sense? The left is busy hating on the right, but they're not actually in power. So that was one thing that I was kind of becoming aware of as I see different presidents when they're in office, how things work. Another topic is that feminists should be outraged that no one is allowed or able to define what a woman is. Um, my next topic was, why do men like women that pay for everything? Which is a misnomer because it's not true. It's not a true statement. But if women are worthless, why should we invest in them? Because taking care of a woman is a form of investing in her. If the woman is worthless, why do you invest in her? The next topic is the 10-year itch. So apparently, I guess there was some article speaking about marriage and saying that after 10 years, one spouse will get the itch to sleep with another person outside of the marriage, and or they'll want to go out and feel single again for a little bit, but it's not that they really want to be single. They just want to feel it because they feel that they've been good boys or good girls for 10 years, that they deserve a little bit of fun. So I've heard about that, but I don't know how true it is. I wanted to talk about it. That was something I did want to talk about. Oh, you said it's a 7-year itch. Okay, well, somebody said it was a 10-year itch, but comfort over security. I wanted to talk about comfort over security and where that leads us. The next topic is lawlessness affecting marriages. How lawlessness and society affects marriages. The next topic is America is losing her first place status. America is losing her status as top dog. I wanted to talk about the reasons why we are failing worldwide, but yet we are still dominating, which is kind of strange. If America is so rich, why are her people so poor? Culture. Wait, no, I'm not going to talk about that. Health and auto insurance are a scam. Health insurance and auto insurance are scams. And I wanted to talk to you guys about that as well. But before I do that video or I talk to you guys about that topic, I will have to tell you all that I am not suicidal. I have no feelings of hating my life. I am not sick. I am not deathly sick. I do not suffer from cancer, dementia, arthritis, diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease. I'm not fully blind, although I am 90% blind, but you guys get the picture. I don't take drugs that I don't know how to dose. I am not a heavy drinker. My liver is functioning perfectly, and so on and so forth. And then I'll do that video. The left is power hungry. We all know that. That the LGBTQ need constant validation because their souls know what they're doing is wrong. So the reason why the LGBTQIAs need so much attention and validation is because deep inside themselves, their soul knows that what they're doing is wrong. This is why they constantly need the validation and so-called love and acceptance of everyone else. The next topic, I'm almost done. I'm at the bottom now, so don't worry, guys. I'm almost done. Here's my next topic is tradition is hard, liberalism is easy and lazy. But living the old way is hard, and most people just can't do it. So because they can't do it, they know that they'll fail. They just don't try, and they just prefer to go the easy way and the lazy way, which is being more liberal. I only have 3 topics left. My next topic is why humanity is going backwards. Humanity is going backwards. My next topic is how women test men. Women test men through provocation, provoking them to do things. And men test women through, I didn't answer that. So I obviously didn't have an answer of how men test women. But I know there's many tests that men do to women as well. All right, here's my last topic. My last topic is feminism, the source of all confusion. Feminism is the source of all confusion. And I have one bonus topic. My last bonus topic would be the modern obsession with the devil. That there is a modern obsession with the devil and evil. For some reason, there is an obsession with it, because if you guys see on the Grammys and all these award shows, if you look at the performances by many of the artists, you'll see that a lot of them have religious symbolisms and religious symbols everywhere. But every religious symbol is perverted to be something devilish or heathenistic or what have you. And I believe that there is a modern obsession with the devil right now, and trying to mock God or mock anything holy or good. An obsession with mocking anything righteous. So that was my last thing. So yeah, exactly. Satan worship, something like that. And people say that it's kind of like Holly Weird. Holly Weird is doing this because they're into devilish things or what have you, Satan and stuff like that. But I kind of wanted to talk about it. So what do you guys think of all those topics? If there's any topic in particular that you want me to speak about, please email me at lionessexiled@gmail.com. lionessexiled@gmail.com. You guys can email me at any time. I went through that whole list of topics. You can pick from that list, or you can send me something else if you think that there's something that you would rather I speak about, or something that you guys know that I know something about that you want me to speak about, or if you want me to research something. Maybe it's something that I don't know anything about and you want me to research it and talk about it. I will do that. So so that's the list that I wanted to give you all. I hope you all enjoyed. And Hollywood is a pedo religion. Hillary is Satan. You know what? I wouldn't doubt that at all, actually. I have an obsession with this channel. I don't know. Sometimes you guys love me, sometimes you hate me. Amira, Jenny, the woman you debated on Chaotic Truth, her husband passed away in a car accident last month. I'm not sure if you heard. No, I didn't hear that. Okay, I will. Yeah, I'll contact her. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. I had no idea. Amita had plenty of time during Lapiche to think of the list. Well, why are you gay? Why are you gay? Actually, that might be a good topic. Yeah, that might be a good topic. Yeah, I will contact Jenny. I didn't know. I didn't know that. I'm so sorry for her. Wow. Good night, everybody. Samael he's giving me a hint that he wants to go to sleep. Okay, we can go to sleep. We can go night night. I guess you're done with your golden throne time. Well, I'm glad he's had great success. You had great success, Samael, with the toilet. Okay, all right. I guess he's ready to go night night now that he's feeling light. Yeah, I guess we'll take it from there. We'll take the sign. Thank you all for joining me today. I have had a nice time, as always. Thank you all for being here with me and tolerating my rambling, my nonsense, and my rants. I hope to see you all very soon. Email me if you have any topics that you want me to talk about, because like I said, lionessexiled@gmail.com. And with that, I yield my time. Good night, everyone.
Well, I say every day it's a getting closer to taking a bath with my fucking toaster.